Hey, cheers, everybody. Welcome back to Good Bets, Good Times. This is the podcast for all the weekend warriors and all my recreational DJs looking to level up their sports betting game. I'm your host, Nate Tuttle of NT Sports. Thank you once again for tuning in. And today on this episode, I do have a special guest, a co-host, old friend of mine, Antwuan Holt, a.k.a. CLT Best Bets. What's going on, Antwuan?
My way, man. Hopefully everything's good your way.
Absolutely. Thanks for jumping on, dude. So
thanks for having me.
Yeah. This is good. I'm excited to finally have somebody on the podcast to talk some ball with, kind of break down these games this weekend. We're going to talk about the conference championships in college football, maybe touch on some NFL. So yeah, folks, grab a beverage, kick back, and let's talk some ball, shall we?
I love guys who like football. And guys who like football, they like me back, and I like them back.
All right, so what we typically do is a little weekend recap. We call it good, the bad, the what the fuck. So basically, what good happened over the weekend could be betting related or not. What bad, some bad things that may have happened, bad beats, whatever. And then just like what the fuck happened kind of situation over the weekend.
The good, the bad, the what the fuck.
What's something good that happened over the past weekend for you?
Something good that happened to me. I was on Texas versus the Texas A&M. I saw a lot of people were on the Texas A&M train. I just had a feeling they would finish out strong, and they would make a push to try to get into the playoffs. Because Texas A&M is pretty much already in there, so I just had a feeling they would kind of play harder.
Not much motivation on the A&M side there. I guess. Yeah. Like to your point, I mean, I guess they could have made the SEC championship game. Saw what Ohio State did last year, getting that weekend off and then going into the playoff healthy. Yeah, I agree there. Yeah, I didn't bet Texas pregame, but I did get a little bit of a little live taste on there. I think I got like a plus 3.5 or something, and they ended up winning outright. So yeah, good call there. My good, of course, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yep.
Always right in the world. The Buckeyes beat Michigan finally after I don't count. I know Michigan fans. I know you guys count the days. It was like 2000 something. I don't know.
Yes.
It was a long time. It was a long time. COVID was in there a little bit as well. But I didn't have anything pregame on this. I did throw down a little mini parlay, just Buckeyes money line and Michigan team total under, which got home.
Yes, it did.
But yeah, man, finally. Sorry, your Wolverines. They played a hell of a game. A little scared early after that sand pick in the first quarter. And, Michigan busting off some runs. I had a
that was the last time I felt good about the game. After that moment, it was because we didn't score. We drove down, got a field goal, and that was kind of the game. For our offense, at least, it's all field goals.
Yeah, Buckeyes teams of the past have folded in those situations when they get down early, and Michigan came out and kind of punched us in the mouth right off the bat. And credit to Matt Patricia and his defense. The red zone defense has been outstanding all year. So teams have got close to the goal line, but actually being able to score a touchdown has been pretty difficult for most teams.
Spot on.
Solid. Yeah, man. What about bad? What happened this weekend that didn't go your way?
So I was on the Washington train. And they got hammered pretty good by Oregon.
Against Oregon,
at home. That was my bad. I had a feeling that they would. It was a perfect spot game, I thought, for them.
That was a spot for Washington for sure.
And Oregon just did for real. They're for real.
Oregon on the road late in the year. Yeah, that was the spot for Washington to keep it close. I thought the same thing. Honestly, I bet Washington earlier in the year against Ohio State.
Okay.
I was like, what, 9, ended up 9.5.
Yep.
Or something. It closed. And I'm like, Buckeyes going on the road all the way out to Washington. Damon Williams is electric. This is going to be a close game. And they couldn't get anything done. So I think every time Washington stepped up in class this year, they've haven't came through.
Exactly.
Get that one.
I'm with you on that one.
My bad was Oklahoma, man. So I bet them at 9.5, and the reasoning was LSU's a dead team. We saw it; they could move the ball on offense, but neither could Oklahoma. I knew Oklahoma's defense was stout, and 9.5. They ended up winning by 4. It came down to they threw a touchdown pass with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, they haven't looked, I don't think, that dominant since that quarterback got hurt. He hurt his wrist or his hand or something.
He hurt his hand. I think he came back a little too quick.
Okay.
That Texas game, right? So he came back and they lost that game. Offense looked terrible, and they haven't looked right since, to be honest. Like, defense has been great, but I don't know if something's wrong with Mateer still. I don't know if he's still hurt or what, but they put up 400 yards of offense. Like, they dominated the game stats-wise. Mateer threw 3 picks, though, and they just couldn't get across the number there. So, yeah, that was bad. I felt good about Oklahoma, but, yeah, shit happens. You know how it is.
Yes, I do.
All right, man. What's the crazy? What any bad beats? Anything crazy happened this weekend?
Yeah, bad beat. That was Auburn. I don't know the fumble. I was all on the Auburn trade.
Yep.
Fourth quarters.
That was what, 6? 5.5, 6?
6, and they lost
by 7.
7. Yeah. So
that was a bad beat for sure. Yeah, I mean Auburn
was in
that game the entire game, and they blew it at the end there.
That was another spot play for me that I thought.
I mean, it's I mean, that was the right side. Auburn was the right side. They had their shot there, and at home against their rival, they just couldn't finish. Couldn't keep it within that. All they did was hold them to a field goal, man. Just got to hold them to a field goal at the end there.
And they've even throughout the year, they were playing teams close. They weren't getting blown out. So I had a feeling they would at least keep it within a touchdown.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, mine's Pitt. I got some beef with the Pitt Panthers. I fell into this trap multiple times this year. This is the second time. I did it against Notre Dame. That was what, 11.5, 12.5. They got blown out. It went back to the well again against Miami. Got Pitt +7. They're at home. It's cold, feeling really good about it. And they just didn't show up. They just got smoked right out the gate.
That was one of those, I don't know, I feel like they've been weird ever since the coach made the comments about not playing.
That was before the Notre Dame game.
Team. Yes, so I was just...
Yeah. They're like, this game doesn't matter. We could lose by 100. Who cares? Like, come on, man. Like, you're still playing a football game.
Coach. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not what you want to hear.
No,
it's not what you want to hear at all. No. Especially if you're betting on that team.
Exactly.
Because I'd already placed the bet and I heard that and I'm like, oh, Jesus. Okay, dead. This bet is dead. And then it moved, like, I got it at like 11.5 and moved to like 12.5, 13 or something. I'm like, this is over. But this Pitt one, though, actually, I think it closed at 6. I got it at 7, feeling pretty good about it. And Miami just came out and just dominated the game. They didn't hold anything back. I don't know if you've seen Malachi Toney in this game. He had not only a receiving touchdown, 120-some yards, but he threw a touchdown pass too. So Miami was pulling out all the stops. They just weren't letting up there. So Pitt, yeah, I'm glad they'll probably get a bowl game, and I'll probably end up trying to fade them as much as possible in the bowl as well. Doesn't matter, right? I mean, coach can't get up for Notre Dame. Like, he's not gonna get up for a bowl game.
Right.
Awesome, man. Overall, solid weekend, fun weekend. I don't know about you, but there's two days of the year where I kind of, throw out all of the rules and just get a little crazy when it comes to putting in bets, and that's Thanksgiving Day. Had a handful of parlays, got into, you saw the whole FanDuel, like, pass the leg thing. Of course, I got roped into that with some buddies.
Oh, I saw that. And
did the pass the leg, did touchdown parlay. Of course, it crashed and burned, like, immediately as it was supposed to. But yeah, man, it was a fun weekend overall.
Yeah, I did well. Yeah, I did well this past weekend. I had a rough college football, but other than that,
yeah, NFL was solid. And then I saw you got some college basketball bets this week.
Yes, college basketball has been on fire. NBA has been kind of on fire. So yeah, man, just trying to keep it rocking and rolling. Keep
touching a little bit of everything. Yeah, I do mostly football and college basketball are the three that I really get into. Not much NBA. NBA is more like playoff time. I'll start to kind of get into it and dabble a little bit, but yeah, I try to stick to what I know. I'm not like a avid NBA guy. I figure if I don't watch too many games, like Central Ohio. I mean, we have the Cavs up north, but I don't have much going on here as far as NBA goes. But I love college basketball. I'm tiptoeing in right now. Like trying to early in the season, got to feel these teams out a little bit. But yeah, we'll crank.
Yeah, that's I would say college basketball is one of my sports. It's my go-to.
Yeah, because you played college ball, right?
Yeah, so I don't know. I just kind of have a feel for it, kind of just a feel for the teams, their pace.
Yeah. How deep do you get in college basketball in terms of like? I mean, there's 350 teams. Like, I
Yeah, I
mean,
try to. I don't know. I really just some of the trends, right? Especially the hot teams. Like, usually the teams that start off really good against the spread, they kind of stay hot throughout the rest of the year. So those are kind of the teams that I try to keep an eye on and keep betting on, especially if they were good early. Those are the kind of things I look for in college basketball.
yeah, and if you can find those teams early too, because I feel like it takes time for the books to catch up to how good
Yep.
those teams really are.
Exactly.
And you can get in front of it. Yeah, you can ride that wave for quite a while.
Yeah, I
What's
had
that team last year? Wasn't it like Drake or somebody who
Yes.
basically were like undefeated like most of the season against the spread?
They were really good. UConn was really good last year against the spread. Florida was really good against the spread last year.
Yep. That's a team that, yeah, if you were paying attention in December, I think you kind of weren't surprised that they ended up winning the national championship.
Yes.
They were dominant early on. Yeah,
They were loaded.
carried that right on. Let's jump into the weekend preview. College football. We got 9 championship games this weekend.
Yeah, that's some good ones, man.
There's some good ones too. Yeah, there's some good ones. I think out of all these games, I've only made one bet so far. We'll get into that here in a second. But there are some there's some games I like, waiting on some numbers, some games I want to bet, but I just can't get there on. And we'll start with the Sun Belt Championship. Troy and James Madison. This is Friday night. This is at home for James Madison, so it's in Harrisonburg. And this game is up to 23.5. So it opened at 20.5, went all the way up. Totals 47.5, I believe. I was looking at this game and everything was telling me to take JMU until it got to like 23.5. And I'm like, man, it opened at 20.5. If I could have been quick on Sunday, if it wasn't my daughter's birthday party, maybe I could have got it below 21, would have been all over it. But at 23.5, I'm kind of like holding pat to see where this goes. Troy's a feisty team. They're 5-1 ATS on the road this year.
I was just looking at that.
Yeah, yeah.
They're 5-1.
They going on the road. They can put up a fight here. But my thing is on JMU is they need style points, right? Like they're trying to get a playoff bid, and they're gonna want to come in here and they're gonna want to blow out Troy. They want to put a statement and see if they can get that bid. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm with you. I would, if I had to take a side on this one, I would take Troy. Just I think that's a lot of points, right?
It's a lot of points for a championship game.
For a championship game, and even the last time they played, even though it was a couple years ago, the score was 16-14.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a lot. So I would lean Troy, and they're good against the spread, even on the road.
Yeah, and they surprised everybody last week, right? They were double-digit dogs against Southern Miss. They upset them and made it to the title game. So their team too. They're a team that I bet their win total over this year, 5.5.
Okay.
In the preseason. That obviously got home, but their quarterback Goose Crowder, one of the best names in college football, got hurt mid-season. So they kind of lost a couple games and pulled a few out. But when he came back, they got smoked by ODU. And then he's played pretty well the past 2 weeks. So I think he's maybe getting healthy. Kind of his team's getting back to where they were pre-injury. So, I mean, yeah, like I said, I'm not going to bet this just because I still think if it's in the fourth quarter and this game's close, 17-point game or something, like JMU is going to want to make a statement and they're not going to let the foot off the gas. And they're gonna try to cover this number. So, right. But yeah, man, I think we're on the same page there. Would lean Troy, but yeah, no bet here for me.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to touch this one either. Just looking at everything. It is a lot of points, but I think
that's a lot of points for a conference championship game. Yeah. Conference USA. This one's a fun one. Actually, I do want to bet this game. I haven't yet, but I really want to. Kennesaw State, Jacksonville State. This is another home game for Jacksonville State down in Jacksonville, Alabama. It's up to 2.5 now. I would love to bet this Jacksonville State +3 if that presents itself. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if it's going to get there, but I'm actually projecting Jacksonville State as a small favorite in this one, like -1.
Yeah, it's funny you said that. I'm surprised Kennesaw State is...
Because they played earlier in the year.
Yep.
Jacksonville State won by 9.
They did?
Yeah, they got an excellent running game. Cam Cook is one of the best running backs in the country. And KSU, they have a decent run defense, but, I mean, they ran it all over them in the first game, so I imagine they are going to kick it up here, do the same thing. Yeah, so this seems like a home game for Jacksonville State. I think they control the game on the ground, and you know, I know it's a revenge spot for Kennesaw, and they're a team that this is their second year in FBS. I think they came in last year. Yeah, so they're gonna want to win this thing. But at Jacksonville State, if I can get a 3, another thing too is Jacksonville State. They've won 5 games. I gotta double check that. I think they've won 5 games by like 3 points this year. Most of their games have been super close. So if you can get a 3 here, I think that's the play.
Yep, I agree. They've also beaten them. Jacksonville State has beaten them the last 3 times that they've played them. 3 straight times. So
2 surprise teams too.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone. I think Liberty was the team coming out in the preseason to win this conference, and they fell apart. Jacksonville State was supposed to take a step back. Yeah, man, they won by 3. That's Kennesaw. 3-6, 3-3, 3-2. Yeah, I mean, all their games are fairly close. Even though they lost by 3, lost by 6. So, yeah, I mean, Jacksonville State's a good team. They're a team that can keep this game close. So, yeah, like I said, I'll wait it out. We'll see whether this line continues to go up to Kennesaw. If it hits 3, then that may be a buy-in point. I don't know if we'll get it though. I'm seeing 2.5s.
Okay.
Across the board. 1.5 maybe.
Okay, so looks like 55% of the money right now is on Kennesaw. So I'm with you on Jackson.
Right on, man. American Championship. Yeah, it's North Texas and Tulane. This is one I really like. And this one moved. I think it opened at 3. North Texas by 3 at Tulane down in New Orleans, which is a tough place to play. But and also both these coaches are gone too. Which is
yes.
They're coaching the games, but they're gone. Like they're off. Some are all to Florida. Eric Morris to Oklahoma State. So yeah, my thoughts.
I'm seeing different. I'm split on this one, to be honest with you.
You're split on this one?
50-50.
Yep.
I was leaning this morning. When I first looked at it, I was leaning Tulane. I'm just not sure if I'm going to stay there or not.
Yeah, there's a few things that I'm seeing in this game. So, like I said, Tulane opened at 3. I probably would have. I mean, I wouldn't have bet it, but you can make a case for Tulane at 3. Below 3, this is a North Texas money line play for me. And it just comes down to this offense. This is the number 1 offense in the country. And I think they're most known for their passing attack, but they're actually very balanced when it comes to running the ball. They have this true freshman running back, Caleb Hawkins, has 23, leads the nation with 23 touchdowns this year. Like, this team can do it passing, they can do it running. Their defense is a little suspect, not going to lie there. But with that being said, if they can put the heat on Tulane, Jake Retzlaff, the quarterback for Tulane, tends to make mistakes, late in games, turnover prone when the pressure's on. He needs to make plays. It just comes down to North Texas in this offense, scoring more points, Tulane being able to keep up, but then at the end of the day, they're going to make too many mistakes to actually win this outright. So I would play North Texas. I'm waiting on the money line here. I think I've seen it at around -130. I might pounce on that pretty soon, but I'm just going to see where it goes if I can do better. But yeah, this is a North Texas money line play on me. I'm going to end up betting this. Not sure when, but yeah, love the mean green here.
Yeah, I think I'm with you, man. I mean, North Texas scored 50 or more points 8 times this season. So it's just like, if you can put up points, that's tough to contend with, regardless of how good your defense is. If you can put up 50, you're going to beat a lot of teams.
Yeah. The one thing about their defense too, what was I going to say? Oh, their pass rush. Yeah. So, Tulane can run the ball on this defense. Mm-hmm. But like I said, when it comes down to it, if they get in a shootout and Tulane has to throw to keep up, that's when Tulane or North Texas defense can step up, and they're pretty good at getting to the passer. So the pass rush can make a difference, force Retzlaff into mistakes, and North Texas wins this. And I think they're going to make the playoff if they win this convincingly. We will see. That's a whole other discussion we can save for another time. The playoff situation.
Committee seems to like SEC a lot, so we'll see.
They love Tulane. Yeah, Tulane's what, 20th, I think?
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll see where that goes. But yeah, give me North Texas there. Mountain West. This is another one. I have bet this one. This is the one bet I've made so far.
Okay.
And that's UNLV plus 4.5. So that popped up today. I think it's still pretty widely available out there. I don't know if it'll go higher. I wasn't going to take any chances. I do make Boise a favorite here, like 2 points. But they have Maddox Madsen coming back. It's his first start back from injury. I think he's missed like 3 games, I want to say. And so a slight upgrade there. I don't know how much of an upgrade. I don't think Madsen was that great in the first place. They have played earlier in the year, and I think Madsen was quarterback there. They won by 25 at Boise earlier in the year. Also beat them last year in the championship. So these teams have played. They're very familiar with each other. And for me, this comes down to UNLV's running attack. And Calandra, their quarterback, has been getting better week over week. And their defense, once again, just like North Texas, their defense is a little suspect. But I think if they can control the game on the ground here, they can keep this within 4.5. So Boise by a field goal maybe, but I like UNLV to cover this game and possibly win the game outright. I think too much respect for the Broncos here based on, them being Boise State in the playoff team last year.
I like it. You know what? I think I'm going to be on Boise State on this one.
Are you? Okay. All right. I like it.
I don't like their against the spread record, but they are 9-0 against UNLV.
Mm-hmm.
And even in the last, if you look at even the last 2 years, like even last year, they beat them 56-31. The year before that, 21-7. The year before that, it was a closer game, 29-24, but they've covered every game the last 3 years. So
yeah,
that's where I would lean. They're at home. Boise State, I think, hold on, at home? If they're not undefeated, I think they've only lost 1 game against the spread at home, but I have to check that.
They've been pretty good at home. 5-1 at home, ATS. Okay. But UNLV's been 5-1 on the road this year. When they go away from Vegas and the Death Star they're playing out there, they played okay. They've done fine. I do get your point about the previous matchups. I think the only difference here is I do like Dan Mullen as a coach for UNLV. This team has, like I said, they have gotten better and better throughout the year. And are they going to win the game? I don't know. I like 4.5. I like anything above 4 in this game. So, do you think even at 4.5, you think that's a lean, or is there a number that you would prefer in this one?
If it was just like 7.5, if I could get a touchdown, I would.
Touchdown? Damn, dude. Okay. All right.
At the 4, that's tough. If I was going to bet it, just.
Yeah. So you're saying UNLV at a touchdown, or you take Boise State anything under a touchdown?
Yeah,
basically. Okay, gotcha.
Because if you look, there's UNLV's. Boise State. I'm looking at like their bigger spreads this year. Okay, so they've only, out of the 5 spreads that were plus 10 or more, they've covered 4 and lost 1. So
okay. What is their what was the spread in that first game here? When they blew them out by 25, UNLV 13. So the spread was 13 in the first game.
Yeah.
And they won by 25.
Yeah.
All right, you put up a fair point there. All right, so you got Boise, I got UNLV. I like it. Well, we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah.
But UNLV 4.5 from me. We'll see. Big 12 championship. This one, okay, we're going into Saturday now. Here we go. This is another big spread, too. Texas Tech, BYU.
This is a big game, too.
This is a huge game. My first question to you, do you think BYU gets in if they lose this game?
I don't, because they're at 10, right?
I think they are, yeah.
And they would only have, I don't know. And then you're losing to the number 4
Twice.
team. Twice. So
Only 2 losses, number 4 team. That's tough though, right? I mean,
that's tough. That's a tough
it's hard
call.
to, how do you punish BYU? I mean, it's a tough decision for the committee to make. 'Cause, I mean, how do you punish BYU for, because I mean, if they don't play in the championship game this year, or if they lost, I mean, you know, one loss, they're going to be in the championship game. But for whatever reason, if they weren't in the championship game, they'd be in the playoff right now. But
Yeah.
they have to go play this game. And if they lose it, it's tough to say, no, sorry, you don't qualify now because you lost to the number 4 in the team in the country twice.
I'm trying to think who would jump them. Because even, no.
And where's Notre Dame sitting right now?
That's where I was. That was the first.
Because that'd be the only team I think would, maybe Miami, but it depends on who wins the ACC championship game, I think.
So you got the Buckeyes, Indiana, Texas A&M. I mean, Oregon has 2 losses.
Yeah. Indiana and...
If Georgia loses to Bama this weekend, they would have 2 losses. Notre Dame.
Yeah, I mean, so BYU's sitting... Is this right? Top 25? I see they're sitting at 11. Yeah. So they're at 11. Notre Dame is ahead of them. Yeah. So if they lose, I mean, because that 12th spot's going to go to a G5. And they're also going to put in most likely the ACC. If Virginia wins, the ACC champion for sure. If Duke wins, I don't know if they even get in.
They can't, yeah. Well, do they? If they win?
5
if you're the conference champion?
I don't know. They lost to Tulane, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's 3, like Tulane, North Texas, James Madison. They're all ranked. They're all ahead of them. Virginia's in if they win for sure. 11-2, they'll be in.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one for BYU. It's like I think it's a must win, but at the same time, like it's tough to punish a team for playing a conference championship. If they get blown out, I see a case. If Texas Tech comes out here and beats them by like 20 or 30, like okay, lost to them twice.
I would actually take BYU's spread. I think the vibes are. It was 12.5.
Yeah, it was at 13.5 when I was yesterday. I was taking this out. It has come back down. You're right.
I think vibes are high right now with the coach coming back. He just announced it. I think today I think the boys will go out and play hard, get some crumble cookies afterwards, and be in a good spot.
Yeah, that's a big get for BYU getting Sataki to come back. I think that was huge. All. Yeah, he was never leaving. He was never leaving BYU. That's his play. That's his dream job. He's not going anywhere. But it doesn't hurt to spread those rumors around to get that extra paycheck, right?
Yeah,
you gotta take the calls at least.
Boost your value a little bit.
That's right. That's right. Good for him, man. But yeah, I mean, this is a stay away from me. Texas Tech is so dominant, man, especially on defense.
Yeah,
the first game was 29-7. 13. It was about the same spread, 13.5. I want to say the only time Tech has lost this year was when they didn't have their quarterback, Baron Morton. He was out with the injury. Basically, in all significant defensive stats, they're second behind Ohio State in pretty much everything on defense, especially their run defense. And that's what BYU is going to want to do here.
They're loaded.
But like to your point, another conference championship game with a double-digit spread that I don't think I want any part of. I would probably, if BYU got to like 14, I think that would probably be a play for me.
Yeah.
I have this Tech around 11, so it's like right at the number. But this could be another blowout. I do agree with the vibes in BYU are high. They got to win, at least put up a convincing loss, I guess you could say, to like show the committee they deserve to be in there.
Agreed.
Yeah. I just don't know if they're not going to be able to run the ball, just like in the first game. I just don't know if Bachmeier is good enough to keep this within 2 scores through the air. But, that's where I stand. You think you get on this one? Is there a number that
I don't know if I'll bet it. I know I'm leaning. Just because there's so many unknowns. And Texas Tech they're dominant on the front lines. So
yep. So yeah, it's definitely a game I'm gonna want to watch and check out. But I don't know. We'll see how this number goes over the weekend. If it keeps going up, I think there might be a buy point on BYU. But as it stands today at 12.5. I think I will stay away from this one. Hey, we got the MAC championship. We got Ohio versus Michigan once again this weekend up in Detroit. This is a fun one. I'm kind of torn. What are you thinking about the MAC championship this weekend? Western versus Miami of Ohio.
I would go Western.
Okay.
And I'm just going into I just like what they've done so far this year. And it's kind of a home team for me. They're 5-1 at home this year against the spread. Miami of Ohio is 4-2. I'm trying to. Did they play?
They did play. So they played earlier in the year, and Miami won.
Yes.
That game. It was in Miami though. And they also had DeQuan Finn at quarterback, who has left the team since then.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yes. 26-17.
Yeah. So I'm with you here. This is if it's still at 2.5. So I mean, this is a Western Michigan probably money line, maybe maybe -2.5 here. It has come down though. Actually, wait.
I like.
There's some 1.5s out there now. This is moving towards Western Michigan.
Brock Lowry, I think his name is, running back for Western Michigan. He's good.
Yeah, he's the quarterback.
Is it the quarterback?
Yeah, man. He's really good. Yeah, and I think that's the difference here.
Yes, I think he'll be solid.
That's definitely a difference here. Is the fact that Miami, like I said, they lost their captain DeQuan Finn. They have a freshman quarterback. He's played okay the past couple weeks when he started, but this Western Michigan team has the best defense in the MAC. They have Brock Lowry, who's one of the best running quarterbacks in the country. Not a great passer, but he's not going to need to pass in this game very much. And if you're giving me Western Michigan just to win this game outright, like that's the side for sure.
Also, I believe isn't Miami of Ohio, isn't their quarterback a freshman?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So Gostkowski is a I think he's a redshirt freshman.
Okay.
So he's played okay, but they've only played Ball State and Buffalo the past 2 weeks. They put up points, but
give me
Western Michigan. They still got a good defense. They got a veteran coach. I think Chuck Martin's been there for like a decade, which when you're a coach in the MAC for a decade, I don't know if that's a great sign. Typically those coaches, if they're really good, get poached up by bigger schools, but
usually,
got a veteran coach. It'll be a close game. I think Miami will battle. They're a team that can play good defense, special teams, and keep a game somewhat respectable. But yeah, this is Western Michigan. I'm aligned there. We'll see how this goes. I'll probably, if I bet anything here, to be a Western Michigan money line. I mean, the money line.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's there's some -126. It's fairly low. I feel like this is going to go back up though this weekend, but we'll see. All right, man. Only a couple more left. We were trucking right along. How long are we in here? 30. Okay, we got plenty of time. All right. Do you have a cutoff? Do you have any time that you want to jump off here?
No, the kids are asleep. You're good to go.
Same. This is my time. Yeah. You know how it is. SEC championship. Bama, Georgia, the rematch. This is Georgia -2.5. Who you liking on this one?
I'm on Bama.
Bama? Okay.
I've already placed a Bama bet. Kirby Smart is 1-7 against Bama. I made the mistake earlier of betting the Bulldogs when they played earlier this year.
Yep.
So I'm gonna learn from that mistake, and I'm gonna stick with Bama on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one I'm torn on. It's definitely I agree. My play here is Bama 100% at 3. If this keeps going up towards Georgia, it hits 3. I'm definitely betting Bama. 2.5. I would probably bet 2.5. I'm assuming, is that what you got?
Yep, already on it.
I already got it.
Yep,
locked it in. Nice. Yeah, and to your point, I mean, that first Bama Georgia game was super weird. Bama was up by 10. They didn't score in the entire second half, though, which is super weird. And honestly, there was a Georgia fumble late in that game. And I think if that doesn't happen, it could be a whole different ball game. But to me, this comes down to, this isn't the same Georgia team of, 21, 22, 23. Like, This is a different team. They don't have a great pass defense. Ty Simpson in his passing game will have, once again, like just like in the first game, should have no trouble moving the ball. I think they'll learn, figure out whatever happened in that second half. I don't know if they got too conservative or what it was, but I totally agree here. Bama's definitely the play. They got Georgia's number. DeBoer's 2-0 against Kirby so far in the second season. Comes down to Ty Simpson versus Gunnar Stockton. Outside of that, I feel like these teams are pretty evenly matched. It's going to come down to the quarterback to me. Neutral site. Even if it is in Georgia, don't care. I'm one with you there. Bama is the play. Big Ten championship. We got 2 more left, man. Big Ten championship. So this one, I'll just say it right off the bat, this is a no bet for me. I'm not touching this game. Absolutely not. For many reasons. All right. I think right now it's Ohio State -4.5. It's dropped a point.
-4.5.
It went down from 5.5. It's an Indianapolis neutral site game. Number 1 versus number 2. Comes down to, for me, to motivation, right? Indiana has a lot more to prove in this game than Ohio State does. And I do have, like, if just from a pure numbers standpoint, if I was betting this game, Indiana would be the side at 4.5. I have this in a field goal game. I do, yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow. I would go the other way.
But no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. My thing is, I feel like Indiana's numbers are a little inflated because they're a team that blows teams out, right? Like Ohio State hasn't played that way this year. You can't. They haven't played to blow teams out, in my opinion, compared to Indiana. What do you think?
Yeah, but I don't think Ohio State needed to this year.
They didn't need to. That's right. Yeah, they played at a slower pace.
They just played their brand of football.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Indiana is trying to video game you. They're trying to put 50, 60 points up. They don't care. You know what I mean? What quarter it is, how much they're up, they're going to put points on the board. So I think, and they haven't, I shouldn't say they haven't played anybody because they played Oregon. They beat Oregon.
On the road, yep.
On the road, but I don't think they have faced a complete team like Ohio State is yet. And I think that'll be a true test. And I think Ohio State getting over the Michigan hurdle last week, vibes are going to be super high. They haven't won Big Ten championship in,
it's been a while.
3-4 years.
It's been long.
And they've just been itching, scratching, crawling to get back. And now that they're back, I think they're gonna. This would be the game. I think they open it up.
This is the icing on the cake for Ohio State. You're right. Because I mean, in the past year, after that Michigan loss, they went on a run, won the championship. They finally got over the hurdle, to your point, against Michigan. And now, I mean, the last piece of the puzzle is this Big Ten championship.
That's it.
You're right. And
they can win that, rest up, you know what I mean, and then
they'll get a bye. Yeah, that's the big difference too. Is they'll get that bye still. I mean, no matter what happens in this game, they'll get the bye. That's the thing too. So yeah, I mean, I'm 100% confident Ohio State can and will win this game. The spread, I just don't. It's not something I want to bet. I want to touch. I tell you what I did do though, because I feel like if Ohio State does win this game, I mean, obviously they're already odds-on favorite to win the national championship. There's no doubt about that. But a better bet to me is just to put a future on the Ohio State national championship. It's like plus 185, rather than taking like this high money line in this game. So if they win this game, then they're by far, they're proven they've beat every kind of team they can beat this year. You know what I mean? They beat Texas in the year. They beat the Michigan on the road. They beat Indiana and they shut them up, which I really hope they do, because Indiana fans, I don't know, you've probably noticed Indiana fans, they haven't been here before, so they're getting a little cocky.
Yeah.
I think they kind of need to be quieted a little bit, be humbled, as you will.
Yeah. But I think this is a perfect spot for you guys. Perfect timing.
So nothing here from me. Are you going to bet this game? What do you think?
I've already hammered you guys. Gotcha.
Ohio State. Yep.
Yeah.
4.5.
I got it at 5.5
okay.
When it first drops. I just have a feeling you guys are
it did go up to like, I saw like it opened at 5.5. It went up to there were 6.5s out there for like half a day, and then it got hammered back down to 4.5. But
I might replace my bet and just get it at 4.5, but I have it at 5.5 right now, just because I just think you guys are going to have yourself a day on this Saturday. So
I think so too. I think another bad play might not be if you feel like Ohio State's going to win this game, then Julian saying Heisman is another potential play there. Because I mean he beats Mendoza and shuts him up. I mean Pavia's hanging around, but I think it's Heisman's or it's Sayan's Heisman to lose here. So all right, man, I like it. Last but not least, this one, man, ACC championship game. I do have a play here on this one. Well, I guess I haven't bet it yet. I'm waiting for a number.
Okay.
Virginia versus Duke. This is 3.5. Open at 1.5. It got bet up. A total is 57.5. I like Virginia here. They're a team like all year. All you heard about Virginia is they're getting lucky. Like they're winning these close games. Like everyone was just waiting for them to fall off. They end up losing that one game, but Chandler Morris, their quarterback, was hurt in that game against Wake Forest. They lost earlier in the year too to I believe NC State or somebody. Yeah, NC State in week 2. But Virginia, in my opinion, is a much better team here. Duke is a team you can't trust, especially in a close game, and they've proven that week over week. They have a good offense, and surprisingly, their defense is terrible. Considering they have Manny Diaz, who's a defensive-minded head coach, former D coordinator, their defense is really bad, and they can't get stops. Like they're one of the worst teams at third down stop percentage, like 7 teams on third down, and also one of the worst teams in the red zone, like 7 teams in the red zone. So like Virginia, maybe money line, maybe -3 if it hits. I will probably end up betting a 3.5 if the number doesn't go back down anywhere. But what are you thinking here?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm all over Virginia on this one. They have some history kind of on their side with this one. They could be their first 10-win season since 1989. So
nice.
I think they'll have a little motivation there. Also some motivation to potentially get into the college playoff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If they win, they should be.
One, right?
They should be in.
Winning, they're in.
So they have a good, a solid offense. They just beat their rival, Virginia Tech, pretty good last week. So I think vibes are high there. I think they'll come into this and be rolling. So
yeah. And they went into Duke 3 weeks ago and as 5.5 point underdogs and beat them by 17. So I mean, they just did this recently, and so I'm I guess I get the line was 5.5 then. Now that's 3.5, but I still think this is low. This is Virginia's game. Duke shouldn't be here in the first place. It should be Virginia versus Miami, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Some wacky ACC tiebreaker, which I still don't even know how they manage that, but yeah, ACC, Virginia all the way here. Yeah, and this one's in Charlotte too, right?
Yep.
This is down in Bank of America, right?
Yeah. If it wasn't for my son's birthday party, I'd probably be going.
Yeah, cool, man. That wraps it up. So yeah, I think we got. Looking forward to this weekend. A couple of these games I do like. I think I'll be on probably 3 games. It sounds like so far. UNLV, which you're on the opposite of, and then I might get in on a Western. Definitely betting Virginia and definitely betting North Texas. Those are the big 3 for me. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm on Virginia, Bama, and the Buckeyes.
I like it. Right on. What about NFL? So I know we're about 40 minutes. 47 minutes in. We don't talk about every game, but if you want to go through maybe some games you're eyeing up, I don't know what you've locked in so far, but
yeah,
what are you thinking for NFL
Week 14? Well, let's start with the first game. I think I like the Lions this coming Thursday. I think they got to get a win. They have to. I'm not sure if I can't think of his name. The wide receiver,
Amon-Ra. Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if he'll be back. But even so, I still think they have enough to win. What else do I like? Do I have written down? I like 3 other dogs. I like the Jags.
Okay.
I like the Jets spread, and I like the Bears spread, just because I don't trust my pack.
What is the Bear? The Bear is that 6.5 still?
I thought it was at plus 7.5. Yeah, plus 7.5.
Got it. Cool. Yeah, I see a 7 out there. Nice, man. A couple in common here. So I've got 3 that I've actually locked in so far, and a couple more on mine up. But Lions, I'm with you on the Lions. I took money line at minus 150 there against the Cowboys. Yep. To your point, a little concerning about Amon-Ra, but because they played pretty bad after he left the game against the Packers on Thanksgiving. But if they know he's going to be out and they can prepare for it, I think they'll be all right. Jamar Gibbs, I don't bet props. I don't know if you do, but if I did bet props, I would probably bet all of the Jamar Gibbs over props in this game because I think he's going to carve up this Dallas defense. Even though they've played better the past few weeks with Quentin Williams. They made that trade, but yeah, this is Lions off a loss at home, especially a loss off Thanksgiving. Give me the Lions there, money line. I'm on the Jets as well. I got it +3, minus 115.
No, +3. Why would you? I got it 3.5.
Miami going on the road in the cold, the freezing cold this weekend in New Jersey. Jets +3. Give me Tyrod. Yep. I like how he manages this team. I think they probably win this outright. And then, so I'm a glutton for punishment, and I had to do this. I think I saw you were on the Browns last weekend too, right?
Yes, that was a bad beat.
I'm going back to the well. I'm going back to the well with the Cleveland Browns. Okay. I hate this, but I got it -3.5. I probably should have maybe a 3 will pop up. I don't know. It's at 4.5, 4 right now, but I got it at 3.5, and this is just a play against the Titans and Ward and the Browns pass rush. This is like Myles Garrett has been feasting this entire year.
Yeah, he has.
And he's going to feast once again on a rookie quarterback on the road. Browns, they're one of those teams that they play better at home. They have the home field advantage here. And this is a Shador versus Cam Ward game. And it's going to be interesting to see. But I don't think Shador, he hasn't played very well, but I thought this last week against San Francisco, but this is a much different Titans team than San Francisco was. So give me the Browns here, run the ball. They play awesome defense at home in the cold, feast on a rookie quarterback, and I got them to win. Minus 3.5 is where I took this.
Okay. I have another sneaky play, so if you like it. I got the Bills, or not the Bills, but the Bengals at +7.5. But now it's
okay.
Plus.
I was actually
so
that's nice. Early. Yeah. So I have on my leans here, games that I've been eyeing up. I have the Bills -5.5 actually.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah, I haven't bet it yet. I'm not sure how much this is going to drop, but I don't trust the Bengals, man. I know Burrow's back.
That's the only thing I'm trusting. Their defense,
he looks solid.
Bengals defense is.
Yeah. He looks solid against the Ravens. I just don't know how good the Ravens even are. And Josh Allen, this Bills team is gonna give this Bengals defense more fits than what the Ravens were able to do. It's going to be a shootout game. That's why I haven't bet it yet, because I'm like, this could be a shootout game. You never want to. I hate betting against Joe Burrow, especially in these big games like this. Like, he steps up when he plays against Mahomes, when he plays against Josh Allen. Like, he shows up, he puts up points. So, and the Bills don't have a great defense either. I mean, they're okay in the secondary, but yeah. So I haven't bet this. 7.5. That's a great bet on the Bengals.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it, a touchdown, it's just like, yeah.
Where it is now at 5.5. If this drops lower, I may pounce on the Bills here, but we will see. Enjoy. And the other one I sort of like. I don't know if I'll bet this, but I sort of like the Falcons as well at +7.
I could see that.
The Seahawks have been so dominant, but the Falcons have actually played better with Kirk Cousins. I mean, I know they lost to the Jets last weekend, but at home, back in the dome, Seahawks, I think this is, they're kind of traveling back out from Seattle out to Atlanta. Falcons defense is pretty solid. A touchdown or above, I'm leaning the Falcons here. I think I make this game around like 5.5 or 6. But But yeah, we'll see. I do like the Falcons.
I like to play. I like to play. West Coast teams traveling east is always tough.
Yeah, and look what happened a couple weeks ago. The Seahawks went to Tennessee, and that was like a 13-point spread. But Tennessee covered that game. They only lost by like 11 or 12. Covered the game. Should have been a blowout. And I think Falcons are going to put up more of a fight than the Titans did. And I think it's going to come down to also. I know Drake London's questionable too. That could be a factor here. If Kurt has all the weapons at his disposal in this game, they can keep it within a touchdown, in my opinion. But we'll see there. And that's all I really have. I'm kind of eyeing up the Texans too.
I like it.
3.5 against the Chiefs.
I would take it.
Stroud versus Mahomes. The Chiefs
Texans
lines are always overinflated, especially coming off a loss. So kind of feeling that one as well.
I like the Texans defense too.
Texans defense, yes. So we'll see, man. There's a few more on mine up here. I got 3 locked in. We'll see what else we do in the NFL this weekend, if anything. But yeah, man, I think that wraps it up. I appreciate you coming on. This was fun. Like I enjoyed actually having someone to talk to and
Yeah, man, I just looked down and time flies. It's just
it was been an hour. I know. We've been chatting for an hour already. Which is perfect. So yeah, man, thanks for jumping on. Good luck this weekend on all your bets. Thanks for picking the Buckeyes. I appreciate that. I agree they're going to win there, but like I said, I'm going to stay away from the spread just because. But yeah, man, before we jump off here, do you want to call out, CLT Best Bets Instagram, right? And then you're also on Winnable. I mean, feel free to throw out wherever people can find you. And yeah.
Yeah, on Instagram, CLT Best Bets, send out daily plays of the day. That's where you can find me.
Fire plays too.
Winnable.
Fire play. I saw you had Arkansas was your post.
Yeah,
today?
Arkansas.
They win by like 20.
They're up 89-80 right now with 18 seconds left.
It got closer. I saw before we jumped on here. They're up like almost 20 at halftime. It looked like.
So
nice.
That was another lane that I saw earlier. Just as soon as I saw it, because I had a hunch that everyone would be on Louisville because they're undefeated, and I was like, Arkansas is better than people think. They're playing at home, so.
Coach Cal down there, they're at home. Yeah, definitely. Great.
And Coach Cal just called them out for their effort the game before. So I was like, yep, they're going to come ready to play. And what do you know? They won by 9.
How about that Michigan basketball team too, man? They went out and dominated out that players there at the tournament last week.
They look good so far. I don't want to get my hopes up too high. I just want them to continue it. We haven't faced any Big Ten teams yet, so I just want them to just keep the vibes up. Keep it rolling.
Yeah. I like Dusty May. I was pretty envious when you guys snagged him up a few years ago. I mean, seeing what he did with Florida Atlantic and then having the resources at Michigan to build out a team and the way he brings in guys through the portal. And yeah, I mean, great call there. Definitely a team I'm going to be watching. And, come March Madness tournament time, I think Michigan might be a team I might need to make sure I'm on going into the tournament. But it's going to be fun. All right, man. But yeah, before we jump off of here, everybody, of course, if you're listening, if you're enjoying the podcast, provide some feedback, leave a review, like, subscribe. You can follow me, NT Sports 22, on most of the social media platforms. We'll be posting clips, some bets, random shit that I talk about on X and some random things. Every podcast platform we're live on pretty much. And so also follow Antwuan, CLT Best Bets on Instagram. Plays of the day are always fire. I always check those out and see if I can get down. Usually I'm a little slow. By the time I get them, it's like, oh man, the line's already moved a couple points. Like Arkansas today, I saw the Arkansas, it was already down to 2.5, and I'm like, all right, well, maybe I should have still jumped on it, man. She took the money line.
I should have taken a money line. I should have. I was being a little conservative, but
all good. All right, everybody. Good luck this weekend. Bet smart, cash some tickets. As always, good bets, good times. Cheers.
Late night lights screaming on the screen. Heartbeats race, it's a vivid dream. Chasing numbers like their goal to keep.